A record turnout of members of the Motorcaravanners Club booked into the former Maze prison near Belfast for their 2014 National Rally and AGM. More than 500 families travelled from all over the British Isles to the site of the notorious prison, famous for its H-blocks, its terrorist prisoners, and for the biggest jailbreak in British penal history 30 years ago.
A little bit of trepidation, yes, I think on behalf of some people, yes, but once they've been here, everything's been fine.
And of course, when they came and they saw such a vast, huge area, and I think that then the impact of what the prison must have been like hit a lot of people. I know it hit me particularly because I had no idea of what the size it'd been.
This is a first. My colleagues came over to preview the site on recommendations from the local group, and they looked at a rather desolate, drafty, damp place in January, and there was a lot of concern and trepidation of coming over.
What they've done here and what they're using it for is fantastic, because they're using it for the good of the community.
They're working so hard with the infrastructure and they're getting it there, and it's really, I think the people coming out from that hall right now can tell you it's been a success.
Clearly the prison's history hasn't daunted the club. It's the first time they've held their annual rally in Ireland, but more members have turned up than ever before.
My daughter threatened to leave her job if her employers didn't give her the holiday to come to Northern Ireland.
First of all, we were told that we were coming to Ireland, and that was a big surprise in any case. We were all overjoyed to be coming here. It was only afterwards that we found out it was the site of the Maze prison. I think a few years ago people might have been worried about security, but everyone's been absolutely lovely and there's been no worries whatsoever.
I'd heard of it before, but I didn't know we were actually coming here till we got here, that this is where it was. So it was quite interesting. Like I say, we drove across and we drove around the walls over the far side. I've looked there, we've seen the tin huts. There'll be something to talk about when we get back.
The site, just outside Belfast, is being redeveloped with full campsite facilities, and the local members hosting the event were sure it would appeal to the visitors.
Well, it's very important from a Northern Ireland point of view, because in the history of the Motor Caravan Club, 53-year history of it, this is the first time they have been to Northern Ireland. There's almost 500 vans on site at the moment, but this is actually one of a series of rallies. Leading up to this, here we had a rally in Portrush where we had 146 vans, and 60 of those were visitors from across the water.
At the AGM, it was asked, would you like to come back again? And my wife, who was one of the, shall we say, most reluctant not to come here, she shot her hand up first. So I think we could say it's been a huge success, and I look forward to coming back.
The Maze was once the most secure prison in Western Europe. But 30 years ago this year, it saw the biggest jailbreak in British penal history when 38 convicted IRA terrorists escaped by stealing a food truck and ramming through the prison gates. Today, only one section remains. The rest has been demolished. Club members also enjoyed the pre-rallies in Dungannon and Breedy and have been overwhelmed by the legendary Northern Ireland hospitality.
We've never had such a welcome from anybody.
We visited Dungannon Rugby Club on the first night, and the welcome we got there was absolutely fantastic. It even took us into the cellar and showed us the cellar, because everybody was commenting on how good the Guinness was. They couldn't have made us more welcome.
The reception we've received, not only just here on the rally grounds and from the Northern Irish group, but from the people in the shops. The people we've met in restaurants, and particularly in the pub. I mean, so I went in the pub for a pint, right, at sort of about 7:30 at night, and I managed to come out at 3:30 in the morning, which I thought was really exceptional.
The visitors have also been taking in the International Maritime Festival at Belfast Titanic Quarter, the Giant's Causeway and the Bushmills Distillery.